Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of AEW Fantasy League. This is part 2 of Dynamite from week 1, and we are excited to have you here. This is episode 3, and do remember, check out the link in the description. You can join us on Facebook, you can get in on the action, and you can decide the words and actions of some of these AEW superstars. First match of the night, we had Natural Nightmares going up against the Superbad Death Squad. Winner of this match does move on to join two other tag teams that are already made it into the four-way tag team scramble next week on Dynamite. Young Bucks and Private Party both winning their matches on Dark. You see this match starts out with some good technical wrestling between Dustin and Jimmy Havoc. Kip Sabian gets tagged in. Good back and forth action between the two teams. Penelope Ford and Brodie Rhodes both at ringside. Now, like I said, we got 4 teams that'll be competing next week, and the winner of that 4-team scramble will get a title shot week 3 at Hangman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega, our current AEW Tag Team Champions. So right now we got Private Party and Young Bucks in that match, and then we got the winner of this match joining them, and then the winner of SCU versus the Hybrid 2, which will be happening later tonight. And those 4 teams will be competing for a shot at the tag team titles. Here's QT Marshall in control of Kip Sabian now. And then a little bit later in the match, you see Jimmy Havoc and QT having a good little exchange here in the ring. These tag matches, guys, if I leave them in full form, they're like 30 minutes apiece, and I don't want to commentate 30-minute matches. I don't have 30 minutes worth of stuff to say. Oh, look at that. Look at that great move by Jimmy Havoc. Unbelievable. Good finisher there. Could he have him? No. See Brodie Rhodes sneaks a chair into the ring. Hit's waiting there at the top of the screen. Now look, Brandy's up on the apron, but Jimmy Havoc, oh, he runs right into Brandy's elbow, I think, maybe. Brandy was trying to undo that turnbuckle. And QT accidentally knocking out the ref. But surprisingly, Jimmy Havoc not getting a chance to go to his bag of tricks and start using a staple gun or any of his other weaponry on anybody, as the referee comes to pretty quickly. But Brodie Rhodes definitely influential in this match with multiple times of getting involved and doing what she needs to do for her team. Penelope Ford, on the other hand, honestly, seems a little bit distracted. Maybe she's thinking more about Bea Priestley and the awesome threesome and the possibility of having Britt Baker as part of that coalition. Triple trouble, I think, is another word she used for it. There's a lot of back and forth action between these two teams. Dustin Rhodes, great shades of his father Dusty here with these big elbows straight to the head of Kip Sabian. And then a stomp for good measure. A little bit later in the match, watch Kip Sabian's power here. Kip Sabian up onto his shoulders in a reverse a torture rack position, and then down onto his face. Dustin Rhodes, a big guy for Kip to be picking up. He does it with ease. Does he secure the win here? 1. Nope. QT quickly breaking it up. QT gets sent over the top rope. Superbad Death Squad definitely in control here. The push off by Dustin Rhodes. They're reversing it. Dustin sends him into the corner, follows him in with a big splash, back splash, I guess, if you will. And he goes to the pin. 1, 2. I thought that might be it. QT, what's QT doing? Was QT outside of the ring texting on his cell phone there, it looked like? And now he's back up on the ring apron. Looks like Brandy gave him a talking to. Dustin in control. Look at that move by Dustin Rhodes. Goes straight for the pinfall. I thought that was it. That was a long 2. Unbelievable. QT Marshall with the great tag team wrestling running in, taking out Havoc. And now what's QT going to do? Oh, Kip able to fight QT off. Kip by himself in the ring with both members of the Natural Nightmares. Look at that Sling Blade fighting off Dustin Rhodes as well. A lot of heart and fire by Kip Sabian right now. But is it going to be enough? Havoc groggy outside the ring. Slowly getting to his feet. QT Marshall, I believe, still, again, now outside the ring, maybe even under the ring. texting on his phone or replying to a text. Look at that clothesline by Dustin. And Dustin's got him lined up here. And what we're going to see, Dustin Rhodes locking in this curtain call and dropping Kip Sabian. He goes to the pin. QT popping up suddenly. 1, 2. Oh, what happened to Jimmy Havoc? Was he stuck in the ropes there? It was really weird. Havoc was right there. Could not get into the ring in time. And the Natural Nightmares are our winner. Let's go to the replay. Great finishing move there by Jimmy Havoc on QT. That could have ended the match early if it wasn't for Dustin. There's Dustin dropping those dream elbows straight to the head of Mr. Sabian. Superbad hitting that sling blade. That sling blade was hit by almost everybody this match, I think. It was a whole lot of sling blading going on. Havoc dropping, Sabian dropping Dustin Rhodes there. And in the end, Dustin able to secure the victory for his team, despite his teammate being outside the ring and, a little bit distracted maybe. He was on his phone a couple times during that match, not something you normally see. And you saw Brandy kind of chewing him out a little bit outside of the ring for what the heck is he doing. But nonetheless, this trio is celebrating. They're happy to have gotten this victory and moved on. And they will be facing 3 other teams next week on Dynamite for an opportunity at a tag team title shot. Speaking of opportunities for tag team title shots, a little bit later on tonight's program in the main event, we will have this 8-man Battle Royal winner getting a TNT title shot at Cody Rhodes TNT title next week on Dynamite. But right now, we're going to go to our next action as we've got the debuting Brian Cage here. And Brian Cage is facing somebody that he faced in that ladder match. We don't know who. There's a lot of people who wanted revenge on Brian Cage. There he is. He's carrying that casino chip that he won during that ladder match. And he's flanked at his side by Taz. And Brian Cage definitely ready to turn some heads here in AEW. And definitely probably ready to try to win that title at Fyter Fest against Jon Moxley. So, lots of people from that ladder match wanting revenge on him. I'm sure Darby Allin wanting revenge on him. I'm sure Luchasaurus wanting some revenge. Let's see who else could possibly be. I guess it could be Colt Cabana. Can't be SCU. They're booked later tonight. Can't be Joey Janela. He's booked later tonight as well. Who is it gonna? It is Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana coming down to the ring, and this guy's always having fun. Doesn't take himself too seriously. And this match will be shown in its entirety here on the channel. Tag matches, like I said, I got to edit those down, guys. I don't have that kind of free time to record that much and drop the audio for it and upload it. It's just too much work, to be honest with you. Cage showing off his power. Big overhead suplex and the kip up. That might be the effects of having the human suplex machine, Taz, in his corner guiding him. And look at Colt Cabana now. Oh, he goes for a little bit of a suplex of his own. He's no stranger to suplexes. He's no stranger to any wrestling hold. Colt's been wrestling for a long time. And now he's just going to try to take apart the machine. That's how you get a machine to stop working. You take it apart. And that's what it looks like he's trying to do here. Go for a leg, go for an arm, find any piece you can on the machine and break it down so it does not work anymore. This match is set for a 15-minute time limit. If there's no winner after 15 minutes, it will be considered a draw. And this is an exciting user versus user matchup, as both of these wrestlers in this universe are controlled by a user. And so one of those users will be getting a loss here. The other will be getting a win. And right now, Brian Cage in control. Colt fighting his way out of the corner, though. Not wanting Brian Cage to have him pinned in that corner, and that's totally understandable. Colt fires the Irish whip. Oh, he follows him in and crashes into him there with that Chicago Rush or whatever the heck he calls that splash in the corner. And then drives a knee into the head of Brian Cage. And Moxley should maybe be taking notes. Maybe this is how to beat Cage, you know, just stay on him, keep on the offense, continue to work on various parts of his body. And Colt looking like he's a little fired up. He didn't even get a 1 count there. And Brian Cage definitely on the defensive. Colt takes him all the way over, up and out of the ring, over the top rope. But now what's Colt Cabana going to do? High-risk offense here. Oh, he connected with that. That was incredible. That is, as the kids say, that's a lot of damage. And Brian Cage, a little groggy on his feet right now, as Colt Cabana still really in control of this match. About 2.5 minutes in, and I'd say Cage's offense, as of right now, has been minimal. It seems to me like Colt has been in control for a good portion of this match. Colt gets him hooked. Look at that. Suplex over the top into the backcracker. Backstabber, whatever you want to call it. Now here's the pin. 1. Again, a 1 count. And Colt cannot believe it. That had 3 written all over it. At least a long 2. And Brian Cage, the machine, up at 1. And now Colt going for the inverted Boston Crab. If you can't beat him with the pin, you try to beat him with the submission. That's that old school wrestling mentality in Colt. No tap out by Cage. Match goes on. Colt with the Irish whip into the corner. Oh, he tried for that move again, but he missed big time. And now what's Cage going to do to capitalize? Goes for the kick. He gets stopped. Cabana with a kick of his own. It's turning into a brawl. Look at that kick, Brian Cage. 1 kick changes the match. Just about took Colt Cabana's head off. And now he's on top of him with furious punches to the head. And you could tell those 8 punches, they did a lot of damage. And that kick to the head, it did a lot of damage. And Brian Cage now fired up. Showing off some athleticism there. But he's got a lot more to him, you know that. You see hurricanranas from this guy and shooting star presses and that right there, F10s. That could be it. It seems like Colt might be bloodied from it as well. And that is it. Man, Brian Cage didn't take him a lot of offense to win this match. And our Casino Chip Battle Royal chip holder has his title shot lined up for Fyter Fest, and he's got a win under his belt here tonight against Colt Cabana, coming off an impressive win in that ladder match. And you see Colt tried a variety of things to put Cage away. Colt really drove the action for most of the middle of the match. And nothing ever even got him a 2 count. And in the end, we see Brian Cage definitely victorious. He puts Colt up on his shoulders and drops him right on his face. And immediately you could see that the cut there on Colt's head. Colt checking on his own head. He's just got a little cut above his eye. And Cage puts him away. Cage is now calling for a microphone. Going over there and he's grabbing it. He's got something to say. I just got here and I already feel like I have to set the record straight about a lot of things. Number 1, Taz is not my mouthpiece. He is a business associate. I have no problem speaking for myself. Number 2, who can stop the path of Cage is not a slogan. It's a serious question. One that I don't think AEW has the answer for. 8 of this company's brightest stars ganged up on me Saturday night at Double or Nothing. They all had a head start, and they all combined their efforts. They literally threw everything they could at me. 8 men tried, and 8 men failed because they're men. I'm not a mere man. I am the machine, Brian Cage. And when a machine is properly taken care of and continually improved on, you can always count on a machine to deliver. So it doesn't matter if it's a veteran like Colt Cabana, a young dumb punk like Darby Allin, or a supposed tough guy like Jon Moxley. Cage not getting to finish his sentence there. As soon as he said Moxley's name, the champion came out here. And Cage looks ready for a fight if need be. Mox has already tossed his vest and tossed his belt to the side. He looks ready for a fight too. And he's heading down to the ring here. These two guys are scheduled to meet at Fyter Fest. It looks like we're going to have a face-to-face confrontation right now. Maybe a war of the words. Mox going for a mic. What's he got to say? Brian, I'd be lying if I said I'm not impressed. You kicked butt in that ladder match. You align yourself with Taz. You apparently know how to speak for yourself, unlike the last muscle-bound buffoon I wrestled up north. But you must not be very smart. Because if you were smart, you would know to go ahead and keep my name out of your mouth. Well, John, you're right about one thing. I'm not like anyone else you've ever wrestled, because I am the machine, Brian Cage. Facing me in a ring is just like facing my business associate Taz 20 years ago. Beat me if you can, but you're only going to survive if I let you. Well, see, that's where you're wrong, Baloney Jabroni, because I am a survivor, and I will beat you at Fyter Fest to defend this AEW championship. I already told you and everybody here that you're only going to survive until then if I let you. Look at that. Cage with a headbutt straight to Moxley's head. And it's time to put down the mics, maybe. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Pandemonium breaking out between these two athletes ahead of their title match here at Fyter Fest. And this is exciting as these are two of the toughest guys in wrestling. And everybody wants to see these two go at it. And that's what we're seeing right here. Moxley with the running forearm. Moxley beating Cage's head right into the mat. Snapping off that arm. And now cranking on that neck with a side headlock. Trying to choke the life out of him. Taz looking on in disapproval right now. Cage quickly back up to a vertical base and kick to the gut. Huge power bomb from Brian Cage, and Moxley looks a little out of his sorts there. And referee's finally getting down here to break these guys up. And I'm finding out we got to take you to the back. QT Marshall has just left for his date and left Dustin in the parking lot. And look at this, right after QT left, that's a member of FTR, and he's got a chair. And, Dustin's exhausted. He's just had that grueling match just a few minutes ago against the Superbad Death Squad. Took a lot of damage in that match. And now he's here in the parking lot trying to fight off FTR. And he doesn't have his tag team partner here because QT is left on some sort of date here. And what's going on? What's he going to do? Slams his head into that car. Oh no, this has already happened to Dustin at the hands of the Inner Circle. It just happened again. He gets slammed in that car door. That's unbelievable. We're sending medical attention back there to check on Dustin Rhodes. Next up, we have SCU against TH2 for these tag team opportunity into the four-way scramble next week. We already got 3 teams qualified for this match. SCU on their way down to the ring, and their opponents, TH2, will be coming out next. There's TH2, the Hybrid 2, Jack Evans, and Angelico. Tonight, representing SCU, we will see Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. And this match is set for a 20-minute time limit. Like I said, they will be joining the Young Bucks, Private Party, and the Natural Nightmares in a scramble next week. We don't know who the 4th team will be, but we'll find out right here. And Jack Evans in control in the early going, taking it to Frankie Kazarian. And honestly, that was the story of this match through the early parts. The Hybrid 2 working as a cohesive tag team unit, cutting the ring in half and making sure Kazarian could not get the tag to Scorpio Sky. You see here at the 19-minute mark, it's still Kazarian in the ring. And if you watch that timer and you watch these replay clips, you'll see exactly what I mean. Kazarian was close to making a tag there at the 17 mark, and Helico cut him off, sends him back into his corner. And again here, and Helico in control, bringing him towards the Hybrid 2 corner and away from SCU corner. Just basic tag team wrestling right there. And Helico, what's he going to set up? Irish whip. Sling blade drops Frankie Kazarian. Oh, I don't know what to call that move, but it looked like it hurt again. 16-minute mark, Kazarian still in the ring. 13-minute mark, Kazarian still in the ring. Scorpio Sky dying to get a piece of this action. And he's crawling, and he almost made it, but he got kicked and stopped right there. Jack Evans lifts him up. Brainbuster rollover for the pin. Luckily, Kazarian's foot in the ropes there. TH2 doing a lot of damage. And again, back to that logic that, hey, I couldn't beat him with a pin. I'm going to try to beat him with a submission. You see Kazarian rolls out of it. Oh, gets dropped on his gut. Gut buster. Jack Evans firmly in control. Frankie was able to do a good deal of damage to Angelico and get Angelico to eventually tag out, but go behind by Frankie. Drops him with that reverse DDT, and you got to get to the corner, Frankie. You got to make the tag. He's not doing it. He's been in this ring for about 8 minutes, fighting both members of TH2 by himself, and he finally sends him into tag team corner, and look at that. Still not tagging him. Clothesline Bulldog straight out of the corner. Kazarian fired up, getting sort of a second win here. And he takes him up to the turnbuckle. What's he going to do? He's got something in store. It's a middle rope, overhead fallaway slam off the middle rope. And now Kazarian finally making the tag to a very fresh and ready Scorpio Sky. And Sky takes it to Evans. Good brawling action here between Sky and Evans. What's Sky thinking? Tope Suicida from Scorpio Sky, and a clothesline for good measure as well. About halfway through this matchup. Lots of 2 falls, lots of 2 counts, lots of near falls, but still no winner. Sky sends Evans into the ropes. Could be time for some tag team action here, some double team action. Fist drop right off the top rope, straight to the side of Jack Evans' head. Frankie sends him that turnbuckle again. You know, last time he did this, he went for that fallaway slam. This time, no, reversed. It's that attempt at the lift, stuffed. But Kazarian reverses that. And now Kazarian in control, sends him into that corner, and I think he's going for that top rope fallaway slam again. Or maybe he's going for that. You've seen him hit the top rope Spanish fly from this position as well. Taking too much time though. Kazarian is, Evans kicks him off. Evans jumps, goes for the Hurricanrana. Kazarian catches him. Powerbomb and the bridge. 1, 2. I thought that was going to be it. But later in the match, you see Jack Evans dropping him out of that suplex, that walk-away suplex position. Runs over, delivers a clothesline in the corner. And Kazarian crawling and making that tag to Scorpio Sky. Scorpio, the much fresher of the two men, he was on fire, and suddenly he gets distracted. As you can see, FTR making their way out here. They have interfered. And look, Chris Daniels isn't going to put up with it. He leaves ringside. He's got a bat, and he's running up the aisleway to take care of FTR and make sure they cannot interfere in this match. The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, taking it to both members of FTR, back and forth, but it wasn't for long. He couldn't do it for long. The numbers game caught up with him, and eventually you see FTR over here really taking care of him. You'll notice the kick to the gut here, and then he twists the arm, Northern Lights suplex, and then a few moments later, he puts him in that inverted figure four leg lock. They have used that move to damage the legs of so many of their opponents all throughout all of their wrestling background. And Christopher Daniels did his best to ward off FTR. They never made it to the ring. They never interfered in the match. Chris Daniels at ringside was lucky enough to come up here and stop him, but I don't know if you call it luck, the way he's getting his butt kicked. Meanwhile, back in the ring, you did see eventually Scorpio Sky regaining control, and he lifts up for this high implant brainbuster style DDT on Jack Evans, and he gets the pinfall. 1, 2, and that was 3 before Angelico could get there. So SoCal Uncensored definitely getting the victory here. They will move on. They will be the 4th team, and you see here in the replay, a lot of great offense from these two teams. Very beginning of the match, first 7 or 9 minutes or something, they had Frankie Kazarian in control. TH2 was in control of him, but eventually Kazarian able to make that tag and get Scorpio Sky involved in the match. And despite FTR, that was a beautiful move where Frankie Kazarian catches that Hurricanrana attempt and turns it into that bridging powerbomb. And that was definitely a tide-turning moment in the match. And also, I guess, Christopher Daniels being able to fight off FTR and FTR not coming down here and actually getting involved in this match like they did with the match of the Bucks and Reynolds and Silver of Dark Order on AEW Dark. So, very interesting. And now we will see, we do know the 4 teams that will be competing next week. And those 4 teams will be SCU, Private Party, the Young Bucks, and the Natural Nightmares. Also, we just found out, Signed for Dark, we will have FTR making their debut against the Strong Hearts, and we'll also have Shanna versus Chris Statlander on AEW Dark. Also, we just found out Bea Priestley has accepted the challenge. Bea versus Britt next week. If Britt loses to Bea and Penelope in back-to-back weeks, she joins their faction. And now it's time for our main event. Sonny Kiss, Michael Nakazawa, Jungle Boy, Lance Archer, Joey Janela, Rey Fenix, MJF, and Mr. Brodie Lee battling it out in an 8-person battle royal over the top rope. And the winner of this match will go on next week to fight Cody Rhodes for the TNT title in the main event. It's exciting stuff. We got all 8 members in the ring right now, already going at it. Oh, Janela already over the top rope by Fenix. And Fenix putting that pressure on. If he could push Janela off that apron, nope, Janela fights his way back in. MJF and Jungle Boy tying it up. Those two guys definitely don't like each other very much at all. They put on a great show at Double or Nothing. And Sonny Kiss and Brodie Lee going face-to-face up in the corner. Lance Archer and Michael Nakazawa exchanging chops and blows in the top left side of your screen. And Sonny's in trouble. Brodie Lee has Mr. Kiss over the top rope and pushing. Sonny Kiss not able to be knocked out of the ring there. And now Janela again in trouble at the hands of Fenix. MJF in trouble at the hands of Jungle Boy. We got bodies flying all over the ring here in this 8-man battle royal. Winner will be facing our TNT champion, Cody Rhodes. Rey Fenix and Joey Janela continuing to exchange blows. Lance Archer battling with, looks like he was battling with Sonny Kiss. Now he's got his back turned to Kiss, and he's moved on to Mr. Phoenix. Big suplex by Archer. Now Archer moving on to Joey Janela. Mr. Brodie Lee and Michael Nakazawa were tying up there for a little while. Seems like a lot of the... oh, look at that attempt by Joey Janela. He tried that springboard elbow. No such luck. Everybody seems to be moving around the ring, changing who they're fighting. Switching things up. Now you got Nakazawa and Sonny Kiss tangling. The one pair of opponents that have not done that, no surprise, it's Jungle Boy and it's MJF. These two do not like each other, and I'd imagine they're going to have a long-standing rivalry here in AEW. That clash at Double or Nothing might have been the first of many. And Lance Archer has got Joey Janela in a precarious situation, but the bad boy Joey Janela fighting out of it. Personally, I'd like to see Brodie Lee and Lance Archer exchange blows before this thing is over. That's certainly an interesting tie-up. Look at that lift-up powerbomb by Nakazawa. And a powerbomb in the other corner by MJF. And there's what I wanted. Brodie Lee and Lance Archer going at it just as I said I wanted to see. These are two big, strong, tough guys, and they are fighting it out here, trying to get a shot at that TNT Championship. Janela has Sonny Kiss up on his shoulders. Sonny fights out and takes out the legs of the bad boy. Michael Nakazawa now taking control of Jungle Boy. Nakazawa's got Jungle Boy on the ropes. German suplex there by Rey Fenix. Jungle Boy went over that top rope. He is in danger, but he battles out. Rey Fenix trying to take MJF over to an open corner. Look at that huge move by Lance Archer. I don't know what he calls that, but that was vicious looking. And Brodie Lee has Janela in trouble. MJF has Rey Fenix in trouble. MJF gets Fenix over the top rope. Fenix hanging on. Janela fighting out of his situation over there in the other corner. All 8 men do still remain in the ring. Michael Nakazawa has control of Sonny Kiss, and again Sonny slipping down and dropping that chop block to take out the legs of his opponent. Jungle Boy's got Lance Archer. Look at the strength of Jungle Boy. Somebody's got to help Jungle Boy. He's not going to be able to get Archer all the way over. Oh, he gets Archer all the way over. Could that be our first elimination? Nope, he stopped. All 8 men still in the ring here. Winner getting a TNT Championship opportunity next week. Brodie Lee taunting. He's got his back to 6 people who'd love to throw him out of the ring. I don't know if I agree with that decision. All that taunting will get you in trouble. You got Nakazawa right behind. Nakazawa rather attack the downed MJF than contend with the standing Brodie Lee. Sonny Kiss throwing Archer over the top rope. And can't get the job done. It's a big toss there by Brodie Lee, but unfortunately nowhere near the ropes, so it didn't do any good. Still no eliminations. Rey Fenix has control. Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Nakazawa being hoisted up onto the turnbuckle by Sonny Kiss, and Jungle Boy being lifted up by Lance Archer. And I don't know what's going to happen here. Looks like, nope, everybody on the right seems to have gotten back in the ring, and everybody on the left followed suit as well. Jungle Boy in trouble. Lance Archer just throwing Jungle Boy over the top rope. Look at that replay. Looks like we're going to replay here. Just throwing him like a javelin. Just tossing Jungle Boy Jack Perry. And now Brodie Lee clotheslines Janela over, but Janela hangs on. And Archer immediately going to work on Brodie Lee. Nakazawa's on this top rope or in the middle rope there. You don't want to climb up and take high-risk moves in this type of match, I don't believe. Oh, and he misses. I don't think he hit anybody. Michael Nakazawa with that unorthodox offense. Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee clotheslining Lance Archer over the top rope. The Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer is eliminated. It's one elimination for Lee, one elimination for Archer, but Archer himself has been eliminated, so I don't believe he'll be getting any more. Rey Fenix kicks a big kick to the face of Joey Janela, and Joey Janela is also eliminated. And Sonny Kiss is in trouble. MJF locking in his finisher. He's going to drop that pump handle neck breaker. He drops Rey Fenix. We got Michael Nakazawa in the ring, Sonny Kiss, Brodie Lee, MJF, and Rey Fenix. These matches are always exciting. Unlikely duos. Look at this. Michael Nakazawa and Sonny Kiss teaming up. Michael Nakazawa and Brodie Lee teaming up to attempt to eliminate Sonny Kiss. Is that a sign that maybe Nakazawa could be joining the Dark Order? You got to think Brodie Lee in this match to win, but also certainly probably trying to do some recruiting. Or at least some scouting. And MJF has Rey Fenix in a real bad position. Oh, he finishes Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix tossed out of the ring. Maxwell Jacob Freeman remains. We're down to 4 superstars from the original 8. Michael Nakazawa trading blows with MJF. Sonny Kiss. Look at the strength by Kiss. Lifting Brodie Lee over the top rope. This is unbelievable if Kiss can get Mr. Brodie Lee out of here. Look at that suplex by Michael Nakazawa. I can't believe that. Michael Nakazawa hitting almost like a Tazplex and tossing MJF over that top rope. You know MJF's got to be so mad. The way he acts, I'm sure he'll blame Wardlow. He'll say, Wardlow, why weren't you there to catch me and put me back in the ring? Look at this offense by Sonny. Oh, cartwheel head scissors. Drives Michael Nakazawa into the ring, and then the booty bump for good measure. Dropping down Mr. Brodie Lee. Sonny Lee was in control. Sonny Kiss, I'm sorry. Sonny Lee. It's a combination of 2 wrestlers. Sonny Kiss and Michael Nakazawa now tangling. Nakazawa has Kiss in trouble. Kiss teetering on the top rope, trying to make sure. Not going to be eliminated. And no, not yet. So let's see. We saw MJF eliminate Phoenix. We saw Nakazawa eliminate MJF. I think Sonny Kiss, the only one in the ring right now who's not eliminated anyone. Oh, but Sonny Kiss and Brodie Lee teaming up to eliminate Michael Nakazawa, and now there are just 2 members. And I don't know if they could be very much more different. Sonny Kiss definitely maybe the speedier of the 2. Brodie Lee the stronger, the bigger, and more powerful. And what's going to happen? Sonny looks like trying to walk away. I'm not sure. And now coming over. You got to lift him up. It's a lot of dead weight to try to lift up. Get him up onto your shoulders. Get him up over that top rope. Sonny Kiss now in control. Irish whip to the turnbuckle. Got to capitalize here, Kiss. Oh? Over the top rope, but Brodie Lee hanging on. He's going to skin the cat. No! Eliminated by Sonny Kiss. I cannot believe it. Sonny Kiss winning the 8-person over the top rope battle royal. Unbelievable. Let's take you back to replay. Here's a great... Oh, no, that was nothing. There's that javelin throw. That was the first elimination. Lance Archer tossing out Jungle Boy. Here's that finisher. MJF dropped Rey Fenix right on the back of his neck. That didn't look pleasant. And then MJF getting thrown right onto his back by Michael Nakazawa. Here's that cartwheel head scissor takedown by Kiss. And in the end, Kiss, I believe, using a butt attack, kind of a running booty bump to knock Mr. Brodie Lee off of the ropes. He was trying to skin the cat and pull himself back in, and no such luck. And Sonny Kiss will be going on to face Cody Rhodes next week. So we have our main event booked for next week. It will be Sonny Kiss versus Cody Rhodes for that TNT Championship. That's all the time we have for Dynamite. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys check out the page in the description if you're interested in joining the league. And like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.